Happy 2015, everybody. Marc Aquino here. As you can tell by my shirt here, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, living in 8 bits. If you've been following my channel, then you'd know I've talked about living in 8 bits on several occasions. I've even posted a 3-part interview featuring them that was hosted by Daxera Josiah from ACMG TV. And it was during part 3 when Mike Lecision, the creator and director of the show, said that he wanted to put out a DVD of their first 50 episodes. And lo and behold, they did. Living in 8 bits, levels 1 through 5 on DVD. I mean, this isn't my own personal copy, this is a copy for a friend, but I'm just using this for reference. It's a 3-disc set. The first 2 discs has literally all 50 episodes on them, and the 3rd disc is a bonus disc that has a feature-length documentary that chronicles like the production process for all the episodes, the history of the series, how they all came together to create the show, what goes into creating it. It's actually really fascinating, and if you're an aspiring filmmaker like myself, then yeah, you should definitely check it out. It also includes commentary for all the episodes, bloopers, never-before-seen alternate takes, a before and after on all the visual effects work, short films and various trailers, their convention videos, and a whole lot more. Believe me, it's a really, really cool set, and if you want to get it, the link to buying it is in the description below. I highly recommend that you check it out. And I'm not just doing this because they're my friends. That's half of it, as per usual. The other half is, it is a genuinely funny show with great characters, great gags, great jokes, great dialogue, and it's a really, really fun show. And in honor of the DVD release, I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite Living in 8 Bits episodes. And if you've never seen the show yet, these are good episodes to, like, start out with. Number 5. Episode 23, Street Fights and Turkey Legs. As I said before, these 5 episodes are good places to start if you've never seen the show yet. This one especially, because anyone who's at least played video games a little would notice these kinds of tropes where these like random like people that you have to fight just jump out of nowhere doing like ridiculous like fighting poses or whatever, and you would have to like grab like food type items off the ground as like health or something. And this episode really does a great job of making fun of those tropes.
Why are they always dancing? It's like a super violent jazzercise session. Maybe the world has just turned into a West Side Story. I don't know.
Carmen Marino's delivery of it all really sells this episode, if you ask me, because he's just going about his day, minding his own business, rollerblading as any other Joe Schmo would, when all of a sudden rejects from the Foot Clan jump out at him and want to fight. I also like that little gag where Carmen's like, just like running to like the other side of the screen just to get away, but he can't until he like fights the guy, so I thought that was really clever. I thought that was a really nice touch for them.
Come on!
Also, there's a really great cameo from the angry video game nerd himself, James Rolfe.
Turkey leg. Turkey leg. Turkey leg.
He's kind of like the cherry on top for this episode, if you ask me. No, wait, no. He's more like the icing than the cherry. This is the cherry on top.
Major owies, dude. Ugh.
Pizza.
Number 4. Episode 11, Greg Belmont, Emo Vampire Hunter. I knew somewhere on this list Greg Belmont would show up, and thankfully enough, he pops in at the number 4 spot. Probably the most well-known of all the characters in Living in 8 Bits. Inspired by the classic game Castlevania, Greg Belmont is a descendant of Simon Belmont, a legendary vampire hunter. And he tells the audience that vampires aren't what they used to be. That ever since the Twilight films, yeah, they're really not that intimidating.
You said you would turn me into a unicorn.
Vampire.
Whatever.
Stop robbing!
Ah! I'm okay.
What the hell was that, man?
I did it to protect her.
How is that productive? She's mortal.
I'm okay. Really, I'm okay.
This was made at the height of Twilight's popularity, and this episode really captures the whole backlash of Twilight perfectly.
The hell are you sparkling?
Yes, don't you see? The sunlight reveals us for who we really are.
All right, dude, you look like you just got sneezed on by a stripper who's like a kindergarten teacher with the glitter, okay? Like, you should be bursting in ash or incinerating or something awesome like that. I mean, what the hell happened to your kind, man? You used to be all badass and scary, and now you're just like little whining, brooding, little emo babies that don't even pay attention to actual vampire rules. It's daylight, you're outside, think about it.
Jeff Warrens as Greg Belmont is awesome. He really brings like a real swagger to the role, kind of like a young Tom Cruise. Like, you know something really great is going to happen with this guy. Just the way he introduces himself is like, I'm Greg Belmont, I'm a vampire hunter. It's like at that point you're like, I want to know what this guy is doing. Not to mention Diana Lazenby is a much better actor than Kristen Stewart. But again, it really isn't that hard. Also, is it just me, or does that guy look a lot like Jeremy Jahns? I don't know, it's probably just me.
Wow. You're like really hot. And your hair is so beautiful. Do you turn into a wolf?
Wow, you're really a clingy and submissive slut, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3. Episode 32, Aliens in the Jungle. This is the second in a series of videos in this show that features this character called the Commando box art model, where basically back then a lot of covers for video games had like a soldier or commando type character with like a bandana and like he's not wearing a shirt and he's just like wielding like a really big gun. Those are the kind of video game covers that went on back then. Nowadays that's not really that much of an occurrence. It's all like computer based and so forth. And this series of videos really parodies that, where is that person still around today? Is there a person who still does those kinds of like video game covers, and what is he doing now? And he used to be a really talented soldier, and he has a photographer follow him around, like just like documenting his every move. Like I said, this is the second in like a series of videos featuring this character. But this one's my favorite, mainly because from what I've heard, a lot of the show is like veered heavily on improv. Like, there is a general idea for each script. A few lines of dialogue are penciled in, but one of the big things for the show is that the actors are allowed to improv, to like do whatever they want with their characters. And this episode, I think, really captures the spirit of what they're trying to do with the show very perfectly. You can tell that a lot of jokes and gags in this episode are improvised, but they work really well considering the delivery of these two characters played by Carmen Marino and Jeff Warrens. There are two moments in this episode that really show that. Here's the first.
Well, that was my banana for lunch. Looks like I'm not getting my potassium. What's the word I'm looking for?
Compatium.
Compatium.
Yes.
Today. Let's go kill us some aliens.
And here's the second one.
Yeah, take it to them. Gonna kill them. Gonna kill them, aliens. Son of bitches.
Get them!
Yeah.
While I'm here on the line!
Yeah.
They did not even see it coming, and look at how many more of them there are!
Yeah.
And they keep going down like stupid! Oh yes, you take it to them with your manliness!
Yeah.
While you spread it all over them!
Yeah.
Spread your manliness all over the faces! It's so good! What'd you Too much?
Yeah, like here's the line. And there you go. Let's bring it back a little bit, all right? All right?
Yeah, I do that
Good.
sometimes.
What else can you say about it but pure badass? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Carmen does it better. It is I, future Marc. And the whole reason for this continuity error is because it kind of feels like this video might be going on a little too long, so I'm afraid I'll have to split this into like 2 parts. So this is part 1 of my top 5 favorite Living in 8 Bits episodes. Part 2 will be up very, very shortly. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to Living in 8 Bits. You can click a little annotation right here that'll let you subscribe to them. And as always, if you like what you saw here, feel free to press that like button, share this video with your friends, especially share it with your friends. And hey, even subscribe to this channel if you want. Until then, I'm Marc Aquino. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Subscribe.